I've always had a love for packaging, and I've spent quite a few dollars testing and trying out different packaging ideas over the years. From packaging that's trendy to packaging that's a little over the top, even to the simplest of packaging, I have tried it all. But through my fascination and low-key obsession, I've learned what actually makes cake packaging a good idea for a cake business. There are 4 main criteria that I'll be using as I show you my cake packaging ideas. The first criteria is that the packaging must be multifunctional. I look for packaging that can be used in more than one way. This way, the packaging can grow and adapt with my business. A good long-term multifunctional packaging will have long-term value beyond a single use and will help lower the risk of waste while optimizing costs, which leads me into my next criteria. Packaging that makes sense for a cake business must be cost effective. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it needs to be cheap. I just need the cost of the packaging to be able to justify the final price. It's about finding the right balance of packaging that adds value to your product while also still being profitable. It should support the perceived value of your home bakery business and enhance the customer's experience without breaking the bank. Now, my next criteria is quite simple. The packaging just needs to look good. It needs to speak to my ideal customer's aesthetic, values, and expectations and enhance my product so they stand out from the competition. My last main criteria that I consider for good packaging is that it must be food safe. Now, that's kind of a given, but it also needs to be able to comply with cottage food laws, specifically when it comes to labeling. And actually, let me show you this new thermal printer that I got from today's sponsor, Munbyn. So this is Munbyn's RealWriter 402B thermal printer. Thermal printers use heat to print directly onto your labels, which means that they don't use any ink, which can save you a lot of money. But what's really cool about the 402B thermal printer is that it has automatic label size detection. So usually with thermal printers, you have to adjust the printer to fit the size of your label. But with this new thermal printer, you don't have to do that at all because it automatically detects the size when you feed the label paper into the printer, which is pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and make some labels and see how this printer works. So right off the bat, this looks awesome. It's much more sleek and slender than the other thermal printer that they sent to me. Munbyn has tons of label templates that you can use. But you already know that I'm gonna use my label templates that I have created for my business. And if you're interested in my specific label templates that I use, they will be linked in the description below. I love to put this sticker on everything that goes out of my door. This is a great way to market your business on your packaging. So when people see people with your products, they know that they got cake from you. Munbyn's RealWriter 402B thermal printer cuts the paper jam rate to under 0.01%, reducing both waste and downtime. And with a 24-month worry-free warranty, Munbyn helps businesses reduce costs while ensuring peace of mind with reliable and high-quality products. If you feel like you can use this printer for your own home bakery business, I'll have it linked in the description below for you. Now let's get into the packaging I'm currently using in my cake business. Okay, so our first packaging is one that you're very familiar with, of course, mini cake pans. So they're multifunctional because you're able to bake up so many different things in it. Cake, brownies, you can put cookies in it, cheesecakes, whatever your heart desires, you can bake up in these mini cake pans, which makes them multifunctional and very versatile. When it comes to the cost, I buy these basically in bulks of 100 and they come out to roughly about 27 cents per pan. And then I'm able to sell these ranging between $5 and $10. These are a cute way for me to present my cakes. And plus they're kind of trendy right now and people just go crazy for the idea of being able to purchase a mini single serving cake. What also makes it great is that not only does it look good, but it's actually pretty practical and functional in the fact that you can eat some now and save the rest for later because of the lids that go on top. But what I like to do to take it up even further and to help comply with my cottage food laws is I add my mini cake pan label templates onto this. The mini cake pans literally check off all of my main criteria for packaging that is perfect for a cake business. So this next packaging is one that I have shown y'all quite a few times. I use this rectangular packaging. It comes with a base and a top, and I use these for my cake flights, but they can be used for so much more. You can put cookie flights in here. You can do brownie flights. You can do cupcakes can go in here. You can do cake slices in here. There are so many things that can be done. You can make this into a treat box with chocolate covered strawberries or chocolate covered pretzels and Oreos and a cupcake. You can toss a mini cake pan in here if you want. There are so many things that you can do with this packaging that checks off the box of it being multifunctional. Now let's talk about the cost. I purchased these in a pack of 50 for about $18, which comes out to about 36 cents per container. I sell my cake flights ranging from $15 to $20. Because of its unique shape and design, and because this is something that is new on the market and can be used in various ways, this really captures the attention of my customer, making it have high quality visual appeal. These are perfect packaging to be able to add a label onto it. I have a custom design label template that I use to make sure that I have all of the things to comply with my cottage food laws on there. Because of the size and the space that this packaging has, if you use circle templates, square templates, whatever kind of template that you use to print out your labels, it will work and fit on this box because there's so much real estate. This packaging definitely checks off the boxes for multifunctional, cost-effective. It definitely has visual appeal, especially with my label templates, and it allows for space to comply with your cottage food laws, making this another great option for a cake business. Keeping in line with brown boxes are more sustainable than just regular plastic containers, and customers tend to be drawn to the brown paper packaging. It feels more artisan, it feels more good for the environment. So people really love that and really buy into it. So this next packaging are these square boxes that I use for my cake slices. It comes with a base where I place the cake as well as a lid. This packaging is multifunctional because you can also use this for cookie cakes, mini cookie cakes, chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate covered Oreos. You can make a little smorgasbord of different treats in here, chocolate covered marshmallows, cupcakes, mini cupcakes, cookies. There are so many things that this box can be used for, which checks off the box of it being multifunctional. I purchased these in packs of 50 for about $20, which comes out to about 40 cents a packaging. And I'm able to sell my cake slices for $12 to $15. When it comes to the visual appeal of using this packaging with your cakes, it definitely checks that box off because it has a clear lid, so you're able to clearly see your products inside of the packaging. Whether you use circle, square, you have a lot of ingredients, a few ingredients, there is plenty real estate in this packaging for you to be able to comply with your local cottage food laws. I use my own personal custom label templates that I have created for my business to go on here to jazz it up a little bit more to comply with my cottage food laws and to increase that visual appeal for my packaging. And of course, again, this is another food safe product, so you don't have to worry about it causing any harm to your customers. This packaging is definitely approved for cottage food bakers, in my opinion. So this next packaging is one that you haven't really seen me use too often on here, but if you've been around for a while or if you have watched my earlier videos, then you've seen this packaging. I originally bought this packaging with the intent of doing a larger version of a cake flight with cake slices, but life happened and I never got around to actually doing them. But hopefully in the future, I'll be having some tutorials for you with my idea of how I want to use these boxes. Although you haven't seen me use these boxes in that way, I have definitely been using these boxes in my business off camera, which again lends this packaging to be multifunctional. I have used this packaging to package up multiple things, such as cookies, which you actually saw in my one video where I celebrated my sister's birthday. I packaged her edible printed cookies in this box. I've also packaged in here custom treats with chocolate dipped marshmallows, chocolate dipped Oreos, and chocolate dipped pretzels. So again, there are so many things that you are able to do with this box. Not only can you do cake slices in it, you can also put cookies in it. You can do super tiny mini sheet cakes. Now let's talk about pricing and let's see if it's cost effective. Spoiler, you already know that it is going to be cost effective. I wouldn't be showing it to you if it weren't. So I purchased a pack of 25 of these for about $25, which brings these boxes up to about $1 a piece. Now the pricing for this and the products that I was selling them has varied because I've done different things. But if I were to do my idea of the larger cake flight boxes with the varying different cake slices, this box would definitely range upwards of $30 a piece. When it comes to the visual appeal of these boxes, I mean, you can just look at these and tell that these are going to elevate your products so much. These boxes really bring a high-end luxury feel, which means you will be able to charge more for such a product. The boxes are sturdy and firm, so your products are going to be very well protected. When we consider the food safety of these boxes, we do want to add a layer of protection to protect it between the food and the box. But this is an easy solution with food safe paper laid in the bottom, or pre-packaging your items before putting them into the box. And as you can see, there is a ton of real estate on here for you to be able to add your labels to comply with your cottage food laws. And yes, I do have a label template that fits on these as well. And they come in 2 different colors. Of course, there's more colors, but these are the ones that I have. So another packaging idea that is perfect for a cake business. So those are the main packaging ideas that I currently use in my cake business, even though I've gone through hundreds of different packaging options. Everything that I've mentioned so far in this video will be linked down in the description below for you to grab. These are the packaging ideas that has truly transformed my home bakery business and that I believe can stand the test of time. But keep in mind that there's no one-size-fits-all approach. What works for me might need slight tweaking for you and your business, and that's okay. Just start with my biggest advice. Understand your specific need, know your target customer, be willing to experiment, invest where quality matters, and don't be afraid to adjust as you grow. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because more baking tips are coming your way. Until next time, guys, peace and happy baking.